You are not too sensitive. You are just processing more. And just wait when I tell you in this video about how much more. We are going to get a sense of how much more you are processing as a highly sensitive person than not a highly sensitive person. Like, as a highly sensitive person, have you ever felt that you are just not cut out for this world? Like, does it feel like it's just too hard? Well, guess what? It's not. You are not too sensitive. You are processing more. So yes, it does feel too hard sometimes. Like, do you know people who have like million sets of friends from all areas of their life? And like, it seems like every weekend they're like, they have all these plans. I have like 50 plans, sets of plans with different people. And at the end of the weekend, they're fine. They're ready to go. They're energized. They're fine. And you have like one plan over the weekend, and like, it's this, you can't handle having this one plan. Like, it's like wrecking your life or making you question the meaning of your life. I'm being dramatic, but that's how it feels sometimes as a highly sensitive person. It feels like we are not necessary. It can feel like we are not cut out for this world. And the truth is, we are cut out for this world, but we just have to learn to use our sensitive nervous system as a map and as guidance for us, because we are not cut out for this world the way other people think that we should be. And yes, hopefully we're not worried about what other people are thinking, but it's really difficult when we're in a world. It's difficult to not worry about what other people are thinking sometimes when we're in a world that's really dominated by extroversion, right? When we are made out to be the problem as introverts or as highly sensitives. We definitely want to make sure we are not comparing ourselves to somebody who has a completely different nervous system setup than we do. Okay, so looking at my notes here, I still get nervous when the camera gets turned on. I don't know if that will ever stop, but we keep going. Okay, we are not too sensitive. We are processing more. Okay, so as sensitive people, we have less filters, right? So I don't mean the filters, like, we actually have a lot of filters. At least I do. I have filters about what I say to people. Like, have you ever met somebody who has like no filter about what they say? That's usually not a highly sensitive person. I feel like a highly sensitive person in general would have a lot of filters about what they say, but we don't have a lot of filters about what we take in, right? So we are taking in more than, I think it's like 80% of the population. I don't know. I would have to look at the actual data for that, but we are taking in more than somebody who's not highly sensitive. And oh gosh, I have a really good list. So if you've ever been to a concert before, or a social, or a mall, or like, I was at the gym over the weekend. I was at the gym, right? I'm on the elliptical machine with my husband, and I just noticed there's like 4 TVs. This is normal for most people, but for me, this is overwhelming. There's 4 TVs. They're all on different channels. Like, there's a digital thing on every like elliptical or treadmill or anything like that. There's like a digital screen. We're all listening to our phones. So I have like Audible or YouTube on, and I got this like overwhelming nausea at the gym because I'm taking in too much. So anyway, it's sidetracked. But if you've ever been to the concert, to the gym, just out in public, you're going to understand. I have a list of things that you are taking in versus a non-highly sensitive, and it's going to be so good. Okay, so it's not that we can't handle as much. It's that we don't filter out as much. So we're actually handling more, than other people. And we are built for depth. We are not built for like expanding wide. We are built for depth. So we're usually built for like a few close friends, right? We're built for depth, close relationships with our animals. You can see my little star over here, and Prudence is behind her. We're built for depth, right? We're built for a relationship. I feel like we are built for a relationship with God. We are built for the vertical realm. We take in more. We have no filters. We take in more. I actually believe that. I was just listening to Donald Hoffman video. I'll put a link to it below. I mean, it's so good. He talks about like, it's hard for me to put this into words, but I feel like we are good at taking in other dimensions. We can sense the spiritual. We're not too sensitive. Our sensitivity, it seems annoying, and like other people don't understand it or don't like it, and we can hate it. We can try to numb it because we want to just be normal, but it's actually guiding us. Okay. So we don't need a smaller life. It's not a smaller life that we need. We just need more room to integrate things. We need more space in our life. And we actually integrate. When we do integrate and process things, it takes us longer. This is not a weakness, because it's actually, we process it very deeply. like we don't go back after processing something or after making a change, right? We process it deeply. This is actually a strength, but we need space. I have friends who, like when Craig and I, my husband and I, started going to see Paul McCartney. We'd go to multiple concerts a year. We'd go to like 7 concerts a year. We'd travel all over the place. And it was so much fun. We still do go. Like, I think we went to, I act like we used to. I think we went to like 4 last year. But so for us, that's a lot, right? And we have friends who go to like every single concert, which is amazing, you know, for them. And then they would try to like talk us into going to every single concert. And I just am not built for it. We are built for presence. Like when I go to a concert, I take it in very deeply. Like Craig and I, we go kind of nuts. Like I plan out what I'm going to wear and what he's going to wear. And like we integrate it, we process it very deeply. It's a huge thing for us. Like I can't, in Paris, for instance, when we went to Paris, there were 2 nights in a row that we went to 2 concerts. And I knew that I wasn't built for that. I still did it because I forced myself to do it because that's what, you know, we do sometimes. And it was like a once in a lifetime chance. Like I'm glad I did it, but I did get sick afterwards. So we're built for depth. I'm built for a meaningful concert, deep concert experience, but I'm not built for width. I'm not built for like going to every show. And that's just my nervous system. It's just different than others. So we are slower with our processing, but we are not lazy. Do not mistake that for lazy. It means we are more thorough. We are slower and we are more thorough with our processing. Okay, so I decided to have some fun and I asked AI what a non-highly sensitive person may process when they go to a concert and what a highly sensitive person processes when they go to a concert. And I'm going to read some examples to you. And I hope by the end of me reading this and at the end of this video, you have some compassion for yourself and some love for yourself for what you process compared to what other people in your life probably have been processing. Okay, going to a concert. This is what AI says. What a non-highly sensitive person may process. Ready? This is for a non-highly sensitive person going to a concert, what they would process. Loud music, crowd energy, excitement, visual stimulation, for example, the lights and the stage effects, physical movement, social interaction, basic logistics, like going to the bathroom, getting your seats, and leaving. So they experience, a non-highly sensitive person possibly experiences stimulation and feels energized by it, and their nervous system metabolizes it quickly. Okay, this is according to AI. What a highly sensitive person may process going to a concert. So everything that's above plus the volume intensity in the body. I can add to this list even. The volume intensity in the body, not just ears, but chest, nervous system, micro shifts in the crowd mood, the emotional tone of the artist, lyrics landing deeply and personally, nostalgia waves, meaning making in real time, physical sensations, tightness, vibration, temperature shifts, subtle facial expressions on stage, people's emotional reactions nearby, internal self-awareness, like am I okay? Do I need water? Energy shifts between songs, anticipation before favorite songs, post-event decompression already beginning during the show. It's just, as AI says, it's not too much. It's just more layers per minute of what we process. It actually gave me numbers compared to like what a highly sensitive person, the numbers of things they're processing. I don't know if it was per minute versus a non-highly sensitive person. I mean, I can add this, like thinking about our Paris show, like the difference in language, you know, trying to get home. I'm thinking of a show we went to in London, like trying to figure out how to get home afterwards. Like, the micro shifts in moods, I think that's a huge one. The micro shifts in the crowd mood and your friends' moods. The day earlier. Okay, so here's a good one too. So this is a day-to-day life comparison. So what a non-highly sensitive person would process day-to-day. Schedule, conversations, basic emotional tones, tasks, environmental noise. They move through the day and they recover quickly. Highly sensitive person processing. Emotional shifts in every interaction, subtle tension in someone's voice, energy in a room when walking in, the meaning behind words, how something felt hours later, environmental stimulation, lighting, noise, smells, internal emotional responses, future implications of conversations, Body sensations throughout the day, moral or existential meaning making, other people's unspoken emotions, constant background processing. So we're constantly processing way more on a deeper level. This doesn't even get into the spiritual stuff that we're processing. And it gave me like a number per minute. I don't know what it was, something ridiculous, like super high of what we process per minute. I can imagine per hour of the number of things that we're processing versus a non-highly sensitive person. So yes, we live in a world that says we need more experiences, you need to do more, you need to get out more, right? So we live in a world that really, that says that, right? And will make us feel like there's something wrong with us for not wanting that, but there's nothing wrong with us. It's just that we don't fit in with the majority of the crowd, right? And I was just listening to Heather Ensworth and Pam Gregory, and they were talking about, I think it was a planet that doesn't orbit quite like everything else. I don't know if it was a planet or whatever. I'm not like an expert on astrology. I just like listening to them. And this planet is like her orbit's off, right? And she has been labeled as a problem. And they just thought that was funny because isn't it just like our society to label somebody who doesn't fit in, who's not in the majority, as the problem? Like this is where we get diagnosed, right? We get put on medication. And I'm not saying medication's wrong, that we shouldn't. I've been on medication. I'm not saying that we shouldn't use those tools sometimes, but I'm just saying, isn't it interesting that the whole society is set up to make us the problem? When no, we need these frequency holders, especially now in the world. We need to be sensitive. We need to come back to our sensitive nervous system and let that guide us. Because once I figured this out, I'm not saying I have it totally figured out, but once I figured it out that like, oh, I need something different. Like I don't go to every concert, or I leave parties early, or I don't like to put myself like strict rules on myself, but just in general, like I need more time to process. I need more time alone. Once I figured that out, I was actually able to find happiness, right? I found a connection with the divine. I found a connection to myself. And it's like, no wonder I was anxious and depressed and like at times feeling like I can't even go on. Like, no wonder I was trying to live as a non-highly sensitive person. I was trying to live within this world in another nervous system, one that I do not have. So it was making me depressed. It was making me anxious and depressed and really questioning if I'm even cut out for this world. No, I am. So are you. We just need to find ourselves again and not listen to these messages that more and more and more and more and expansion is better. It's not that we were made for small lives. We were still made for expansion, but we just need more time and space to integrate things. We need to do it on our timeline. So we just want to make sure we're not overriding this, right? We want to make sure we're not comparing ourselves to people who are completely different from us. Like I can't compare myself to my friend who's going to like 3 wedding showers and a, birthday party this weekend. Like I can't, there's no way I can do that. So I can't compare myself to this anymore. That's not the goal in life. Like I used to think the goal, I remember when I got married, like it was hard. Like my wedding, I think we had like 75 people at our wedding. I was exhausted, right? I thought, oh my God. And I just thought I'm supposed to handle this more. I need to handle this more. I need to figure out how to be better at handling this. No, I needed more space. Actually, maybe forcing myself to have 75 people was too much. Not that I regret anything. I loved my wedding, but like looking back, no. So no, we're not supposed to compare ourselves. We don't want to override this. We want to start listening to it. Okay, so I hope this was helpful today. You can see Star, my highly sensitive dog, behind us. I hope this was helpful today. Go ahead and subscribe if you want more videos like this. I talk about inner peace, being highly sensitive, being a mystic. I talk a lot about A Course in Miracles and living in this world as a highly sensitive person. Ooh, let me finish. I have one quote from A Course in Miracles that I want to finish with. Okay, this is from the text. I don't know exactly where in the text. I'll put it below in the description, but I have it written down. Walk you the gentle way, and you shall fear no evil, and no shadows in the night. Walk you the gentle way. walk you the gentle way, and you shall fear no evil and no shadows in the night. So go ahead, go out and walk the gentle way. Be your highly sensitive self. I hope this video helped you have some compassion towards yourself and gave you some guidance, some inner guidance, helped you find your own inner guidance. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love.